Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is a live streaming video podcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. And today we're going to be continuing our episodic review of Star Wars Andor with Season 2, Episode 8, Who Are You?
I love this
Man,
episode so much.
Jesus Christ. Even that fucking question.
I know.
Oh my fucking God. Like, that is, of all the intense moments of this entire fucking episode, that was the most intense.
It's so good. It's so
God.
goddamn good. So what were your initial thoughts of this episode after watching it the first time?
How am I going to get my jaw off the floor? I'm pretty sure it's embedded in it now. Like, this was just, like, this show has always been cool with going dark, getting real. This was just fucking expert level bleak. Like, even me, I'm like, damn, that was dark.
My initial thoughts were just, I have to talk to Cameron about this. I have to talk to Cameron about this. I have to, I've got to get this out. There's so much buried in this episode that we're probably going to go for like 8 hours on this review. But I'm going to be okay with it, even though you probably won't.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it.
Get your Cheetos. Let's settle in. Get some water. We're going to fucking talk. So, okay. This is the culmination of the entire series, in my opinion. Everything that happens after this is almost like an epilogue because it is not as important as what happens right here. It's all been building up to this. Andor has wanted to avoid this. Luthen wanted this to happen to make a statement. The Empire was manufacturing this from the beginning. This has always been the plan. Everyone knows it, and no one wants it except for the two sides of the powers that be. The rebellion, the fledgling rebellion, and the Empire. And it's shocking that these two people want the exact same thing, and yet they are on diametrically opposed spectrums of the world. Can you think of any other example that would fit this, like, two sides of one situation wanting the exact same outcome?
No, not at all. Definitely nothing real. You know, this is 100% not culturally relevant to us as Americans at all. That's the hardest part about this season in particular, because it's like, you know, that this shit was written years ago, and filmed before everything happened. But as this shit is airing, I mean, it's still fucking relevant. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
It's just how
to so many different things. You could make an argument that this is just like Israel genocide in the Gaza Strip. You could make an argument that this is the Tea Party, Republican Party, MAGA fucking America and finally realizing 2025 project. You can make an argument that this is like global elite power, you know, it's sort of like the top 1% of our economic sort of human existence squashing the rest of it. Like, this is so germane to what it means to be human. One group who is all powerful, one group who has no power, and a third group that's trying to stop the main power, but needing the smaller group to be extinguished in the process in order to showcase how evil the other group is. And are we not living that literally right now with ICE? Like, it seems like it's exactly prescient for the moment, but you can spend this in any time in any of our human history, in any region of our world, and it's the exact same story, which is why it's so good, because it echoes human, like, realities. And that's sad, but that's what the human condition has always been. And it sucks, but it's so real and it's so germane to who we are as a species. All we do is create and destroy, that we pretend we're something better. Religions are formed to pretend we're something better. And then those religions are hijacked in order to convince people to do horrible things, which then showcase that we're not better.
Yeah.
Fuck me, this is so crazy. All right, so we get the undercover Gorman group finally seeing their moment. Like, we are going to protest and we are going to force these motherfuckers who are clearly mining our planet, though we don't know why, to stop and get the fuck off our planet. Like, this is our moment. The Empire's like, this is our moment. We are going to murder every last person because we have to get this shit for the Death Star. And then even like Cyril and Daedra, like Daedra knows all about it. Cyril has no fucking clue. He's still in the dark, this poor sap. And he's just like, why is everyone being so shitty? Is he naive, or is he just really not seeing the forest for the trees?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, Dedra's ISB, like, they know how to fucking manipulate people, and that's 100% what happened. Like, he knew exactly what he needed to know, so it's like they weren't lying to him, they were just withholding a metric fuck ton of information.
Yeah. And using him in the process.
Yeah, 100%.
But, like, he knew he was being used as the catalyst to encourage revolt, because he willingly went along with that. And so how is knowing that the Empire is going to commit genocide anyway, how is that worse than him willingly, like, encouraging a rebellion that he knows is going to be squashed?
See, I don't think he thought how much blood there was going to be. I really honestly think that character believed that it was just going to be that small faction of Gores that were trying to build this, rebellion. That's what was going to go down. Just this group of 10 or 20 people amongst an entire planet. So it's like, under that, guys, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of fucking people to be killed, but, if it shuts the planet up and, they can be at peace with each other, I think that's what he was thinking.
I had this great conversation with Chris earlier talking about the Superman review, and there's a character in it that has to see horror to decide to make a good choice and fight against the horror. And it reminded me of this still photograph of German nationals actually watching footage of a concentration camp, and like having their hands over their face in shame and sorrow and crying openly in this photograph because they believed the propaganda, like it wasn't real. It never happened. They thought this was just the other side, calling some bullshit. And when they finally were faced with the reality, it shocked them that they were capitulating this monstrosity. And I can't help but think that is Cyril in this moment. He, up until this point, thought that he was kind of working for the greater good. And then he realized that the greater good is genocide. And that's a game that he cannot justify in his head. Like, he will go to the ends of the earth to bring those he sees as being wrong or have committing a crime to justice. But this is not that. This is something wholly different. And I think it breaks him.
I mean, that definitely is, I can confirm it broke him. Like I was saying with the last episode, man, it just, that look of just complete utter shell shock on his face was so real. It was so fucking gutting.
So good.
And just the fact that, like, you're watching him walk through carnage. Like, this is fucking Armageddon for this planet. Like, literally everybody there has been rounded up and put in a fucking bucket so they can be shot at and just completely slaughtered to fuel the propaganda machine. And he's realizing that he fucking did this. He is a huge, at least in his own mind, and I mean, I guess really to an extent, like, he is a huge aspect of how that became.
Yeah.
And just to, like, get the score just starts to mellow out, the fucking sound disappears, and he's just slowly walking through like a zombie. It's just fucking gut-wrenching.
It's very Saving Private Ryan. Like those sort of war scenes where chaos is going and your ears ringing and you're not sure what the fuck is going on. That's the vibe I get from him in that moment. But before we get to that point, he sees what's happening. He's confronted with the resistance leader, And he's like, how could you fucking be a man? You know, what kind of a person? What kind of a, you know, how could you even call yourself a man? And the whole time he's like, yeah. Like, you don't understand. You're on the, I want to grab every MAGA asshat and shake them by the collar and be like, don't you see what the fuck you're doing? Don't you see? Like, you're so blinded by your team that you don't recognize the fucking horror of this. Like, it drives me insane.
Yeah. So frustrating. It's like you guys adamantly defend the Constitution while saluting a motherfucker that is taking that Constitution, balling it up, and wiping his hemorrhoid-riddled asshole with it. Like,
but yeah. Yeah.
And like, oh, fuck pedophiles, but we love that pedophile.
Yeah. Oh, suddenly I don't care about pedophiles anymore because my their leader, you know, loves them because he is one. Like, it's okay now. Who cares? Let's see. Hey, what's that over there? Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unlike declaring Order 66, most of the Empire's evil acts were done gradually and incrementally worse, making it believable that Cyril and others were willing participants. And that is how we're seeing it unfold in our real life world. That is how things happen, is it's always incremental changes. Like, oh no, I am not trying to demonize others. I'm trying to protect you. Yeah. There are murderers and rapists coming after you. I will protect you. No one else can do it. Only me. And I will protect. I will save everything. I'll make eggs cheap. I will stop the war. The Ukraine war will end tomorrow. Everything will be fine. Believe me. No promises are ever held to account. Every one of them is spoiled. It always gets exponentially worse, and yet they still defend this fuckhead. That is 100% how this episode plays out. Every one of those soldiers is 100%, even when they're dying in the street. Like, it definitely wasn't my own people that sniped me to start this rebellion. It's the Gormans. Like...
Yeah, I thought that was funny. It's like, why the fuck does this guy have a cog on his fucking shoulder? Like, if he's there, like, doing double agent shit, you think, since he's already got a hood and a black cloak, like, he would at least go like this with the cloak.
No, that's a power move is what that is.
It is. He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
He's like, no, I'm evil. Deal with it, bitches. I'd be a Sith if the Emperor would fucking answer my phone calls. But he won't. So I'm just going to cap this fucking rider. I did riot training. Like, everyone has to do riot training in the military. I assume. And maybe they don't. I was in an MP unit for most of my career in the military, so we had to do riot training. And so I felt like these guys from time to time, not in the real danger, of course, because I was never in a real riot, but feeling out of your skin, uncomfortable in the moment. I think all of these actors that were supposed to be young and untrained and not really battle worn, they were clearly meant to go in to get killed. They were lambs to the slaughter intentionally. That's how I felt every time I did riot training. And so I 100% identified with them. I was just like, man, I would be capped in a second. I would be a victim. God damn it. I'm glad I never had to deal with this shit in real life, because I would have been a fucking savage victim. No, it was so powerful to watch this all slowly be set up, and you're like, this domino's going to fall any second now. And then to see it topple, not by the rebellion, because they started doing their, I assume it's a national anthem. I don't actually know. Their Gorman, like that one guy who was raging, like, we have to fight back against them, saw them like passing around Molotov cocktails. And he's like, oh, this is going to go bad. Let me sing the national anthem and try to calm motherfuckers down. Great character moment, by the way. We don't know fuck all about this guy, except that he is overripe with willingness to rage. And then in the moment of rage, has a clear enough mind to say, this is wrong. Like, we're going to get slaughtered if we do this.
Yeah.
Let me try to calm the fuck everyone down. And it reminds me, like, you must be old enough to have done this too. The Declaration of Independence, or the Pledge of Allegiance, I should say, at school. Did you ever have to recite that?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, very propaganda, very sort of communist, activity. Like, hey, let's get everyone to buy into our propaganda, so much so that we infuse it from birth. Religions do it very well, and our government used to do it very, very well. From childhood. You don't even know what you're saying, and you're just repeating it. Meanwhile, you don't realize that the under God was infused because of communist fears in the 50s, and it was never actually a part of the thing in the first place, which is so deviously evil, in my opinion, that you would just throw that shit in there. No, we're a Christian nation.
Yep, good old McCarthyism. It's just, it's so frustrating because nobody understands history, and it's like, this is literally where they were setting us up in the 1950s. Like, this plan worked fucking swimmingly.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was executed so well. In any case, I guess my point of all of this was, we can see this for how very, very real it is. And knowing what's coming, we see these like rebels whom they win in the end, but these are not the ones that win. And so we know that there has to be sacrifices in order for the ultimate goal to be realized. And we know that these guys have been set up from the beginning to be a sacrifice in season 2. And yet we're sitting here just watching it play out going, oh, please don't let this be the real ending. Please let this not be the thing that we've been promised this whole time, because I don't know if I can sit here and watch it. And then we just sit there and watch it. And it forces me, like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm reflecting on at what point is real life here? At what point do I say, this is the line that I cannot stand by, and I become one of those January 6 assholes? When is that line for me? You know what I mean? Like, I have been thinking about this ever since this president stepped into office. And as the insults and the ridiculousness and the horrific behaviors and actions and everything has been piling up and up and up, I'm sitting here going, okay, when is it my point? And if I find that line, is this the end result? Because I'm someone who believes in self-preservation. I'm not going to be a fucking martyr, and I don't want to die for no fucking reason, and I don't want to die at all. So, like, is there ever a line?
Constantly, because I'm like there.
It's crazy.
Like, when my dad, a Native American, somebody whose bones and blood has been here for millennia, when he almost got deported, that was when it's like, I should get a gun. A gun sounds like a fantastic thing to have right now. And I'm fucking terrified that at some point it's going to be that, because I'll shoot a fucking cop. I don't give a fuck. I'll die, and I don't want to die.
That's the worst part. We're not supposed to be in this fucking type of a world. We were supposed to have evolved past this point.
Yeah.
Like, we went through the civil rights era, for fuck's sake. Like, we're supposed to be on the other side of this. And yet, here we are again. And we're seeing it play out in Star Wars for the clear drama of it. But it's so, as we've said over and over again, prescient with our own real life world right now, and kind of anywhere in time you want to go to, that it's just, you can't help but reflect what if, like, are we Gormans right now? Like, is that where we are? And we're meant to be led to a slaughter to further some rich pedophile rapist criminal's agenda? Because that's literally what's happening. Like, fucking contextualize that, goddammit. Like, what the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, it's so fucking insane. It's like, literally, people are losing everything just so he can be like, oh no, what's this over here?
Yeah, meanwhile, I just checked eggs literally today, $6. Still, $6.
Yeah, no, I mean, gas, I have been actively, keeping track of what it's been since he took office, and it's only gone up.
Yeah.
because, it was 3:30 when he took office, and it was supposed to go down. It never went down.
Yeah.
Last time I got gas, it was 420 or 380, something like that.
Yeah, not 420.
Yeah, not 420. But it's like, how fucking stupid do these people have to be to still be buying into this bullshit when everything has been a fucking lie? And of course, the fun part is I've got a lot of fucking idiot family members because, they're idiots. And still on the fucking cult train. And it's like, you guys are the ones that are constantly talking about shoot your local pedophile, fuck rape it. Like, you're so militantly against all this shit, but yet this motherfucker is a felon.
He's all that and more. And
30 plus counts of felonies, a known pedophile, a known rapist, a failed businessman, and you're still sucking the tiny Cheeto. Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah, it's shocking. So that's where we're at with the show right now. They set everyone up to be, and they literally herd them into this KFC bucket of death. Mm-hmm. And then everyone sees it, and Andor's doing his best to find the right fucking angle to snipe this Dedra bitch. And then Cyril gets a knock on his door. He's like, hey, you need to get the fuck over to Imperial headquarters because shit's about to happen. And he's like, what do you mean? And he like goes through all the chaos of everything. He's like, something's not right here. And he goes up, finally gets to Dedra's office, and he's like, what the fuck's going on? And she's like, don't worry about it. Just trust me. And he just starts choking her out. Did you think he was going to like fuck her up, like kill her or something?
No.
I thought he was going to murder her. I really thought he
wasn't even really choking her. Like, she's got a delicate little neck. Like, I had never at any point thought that something was going to happen, because she is a fucking empire, like through and through. Like, she, even in losing control, is still in control. So I really didn't think anything was going to happen. I thought, if anything, she was going to pop him with a fucking hideout blaster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, that was some shit to see him finally grow a fucking pair.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. I think she was turned on. This is me reading into it 100%. But when he started choking her out, I was like, oh, they've done this before. Like, I felt like she was in familiar territory in this moment. And her face went from that regular, like scrunched up butthole look to like, she was actually in like a beautiful woman again. And like, she was enjoying this. I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, am I the only one seeing this? Or
nope. It worked for me.
It was weird. It was totally fucking weird. I was like, I would never choke out my wife, but now maybe I should try, because maybe she'll like it. I promise I would never do that.
So when he comes on next week and he's got a black eye, you all know that he tried.
It was worth it. It was totally worth it. Nope. Whatever.
We all know who the top is.
I get choked out.
Hey, man. If it's good enough for David Carradine, it's good enough for me.
Right. So I loved that moment when he finally realized he was just a tool, and he wasn't just serving his girl. He was actually serving the Empire, and by doing that meant unraveling everything that he had built thus far. So he's like, what the fuck are we here for? What is the purpose of any of this? And I love that, because it humanized him in a moment. Like, we realized suddenly, like, he's not no matter what ride or die Empire. He actually thought he was doing like justice, and he was doing his best for justice, just like we saw in episode or season 1. And that puts him in a totally different lineup than every other Imperial that we've seen thus far, where they all know they're evil, twirling their mustache. He wasn't. And I dig that about the character. I don't like him, but it makes me appreciate him a little bit more.
Yeah, no, this is definitely the first time in the series where, like, I've been like, And I guess he's not a complete shithead. It's like he is, but not complete.
Yeah.
Like that the dawning of all of that, the smashing through the fucking barricades and then later smashing over the barricades to get the fuck out of there. It's like this dude just like he is just ready to die at this point.
Yeah. Can I ask you about when he goes in and he sees the droids, and we see the security droids, and there's the one staring at him. Did it realize that he was exhibiting behavior that was not like the other Imperials? Like, did it sniff him out as being different, or were they just trying to impress the weirdness of these droids on us?
See, I don't know. It's like I want to believe that is what happened because they are trained to, understand body language and all that shit. Like, because of the fact that they are so fucking smart with this series and they put actual thought and care into it, that's how I want to take it. But the pessimist in me, just the whole, fan service, like, I almost feel like that could have been just like, this one's the one that stands out. This one's K2SO, guys.
Right.
I really don't want to think it's that. I want to think it's the former, but with Disney, it's hard to say.
And in either case, I thought it was a creepy ass scene.
Yeah.
Like just the dead droid eyes staring at you and no one else. I was like, fuck me. What did I do wrong? God, do I have a joint hanging out of a pocket?
Like just knowing just the pure destruction that those droids have within them. It's some shit. Like,
and there was only a handful
he
of
should
them.
have dropped a brick. Yeah, it only took 6.
Once they said like unleash the hounds, he just like made the command like let him go. I don't even know what he said, but as soon as they started walking out, I was just like, oh fuck. Like,
yeah, oh man, seeing the bodies fly around, like literally flying around, it's just like, god damn, that's so good.
It's so brutal. And like I sort of played with this in my head watching I think it was episode 3 where Obi-Wan is standing against Grievous. I keep saying Grievous. And he like punches him and like you're hitting metal. Bare knuckles striking metal. Now let's pretend it's the metal kicking you across the fucking room. Like you're going to fucking die. The human skeleton is so fragile. Like you bump your head a little too hard, you could go in a coma. You'll just bleed out with a hemorrhage in your brain and you'll die. Like it is so, he like kicked the security barrier and it flew as if it was a Lego. Like it was so brutal watching them just mow through these people. And it's not even just that. You have snipers and even the stormtroopers who can't hit a fucking broadside of a barn are like capping motherfuckers. It is the most brutal ass scene, and there's nowhere to go. Like you have a couple shops that you could try to hide in, but other than that and a couple pillars, you're just waiting to be killed. It's not a matter of 100%. If, it's a matter of when. And that is terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, that's it. This is it. So how many are you going to take out before you die?
And that's exactly it, too. Like if you could like sort of put yourself in there, what would your strategy be in the chaos of the moment? Can you even imagine what that would be like? Like what would you try to be doing?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to say that I'm going to try to take as many people out with me as possible. But it's like, I don't know. There's so many factors that would adjust that. Like, do I have loved ones there? Right. Like, is my wife there? Or are you there? Like, is anybody I deeply care about there? Because if then, I'm going to fucking be a human shield. Like, I'm meaningless. But if it's just me there, I'm absolutely balls to the wall. Like, whatever. I'm not fucking making it out of here anyways. And I got a fucking E11 in my hand. I'm taking some bitches out.
It drives me crazy seeing them running across distances. Like, get cover immediately. Like, once a round is shot, get behind cover. Do not run long distances because you will be fucking killed. Like, what are you people doing? You're supposed to be military, like revolutionaries, and you're running across a courtyard? Are you insane?
Well, and that's the thing. Like, that is why Andor was so adamant about not promoting this fucking rebellion, not helping them in any way, because they were unteachable. They're kids with sticks and stones thinking they can take on Goliath, but Goliath has a fucking Gatling gun, and you're fucking done.
It was so brilliant. Yeah, my plan would be to get as much cover as possible and do sneaky attacks whenever I could, but staying behind cover as long as possible. If I could get those Molotov cocktails and throw them out, awesome. If I could get some of those grenades that some people just happen to have, like, why did the bellhop have a fucking massive grenade? When did he get that?
I believe that, because, I mean, he was clearly a part of the rebellion.
Really? Yeah. I never once thought 100%. He was.
100%. Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fucking obvious when he was talking to Andor, when Andor was checking in, and well, especially when Andor was trying to check out. He's like, "Look, I never fucking clocked him in."
I didn't even think.
Well, I mean, of course, like, recognition, that goes without saying, but that kid had to have been a part of the rebellion, if not a part of his own rebellion.
Right.
Like, I mean, he's there.
Yeah.
Like, dead fucking center of where it's going to happen, and it's building up for a year. Like,
that's
I
fair.
mean, come on, you're going to have something.
Yeah. I imagine that was like his dad's grenade or his granddad's grenade.
Could be.
And once his dad was squished by Tarkin's ship, he was just like, I'm going to keep this for I'm just going to carry it with me forever until I actually need it. And then it finally happens. He's like, yeah, this is the moment. Boop, 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 boop.
Fuck yeah. Took out like 4 or 5 TKs with it. So it was worth it.
The hell of an explosion. This whole thing was just shock and awe. And it was just like a pure slaughter fest. And then we get Cyril walking through in the chaos and that sort of like Saving Private Ryan fog of, crazy chaos war. And then he spots Andor right when Andor is ready to cap Daedra. He doesn't know he's going to cap Daedra. He just knows he sees Andor. He's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
He goes right back to season 1 and just like fucking tackles his ass. And then we see a fight like we see in every war movie ever, when it's just mano a mano, literally fighting for your survival against someone who wants to murder your ass. And the whole time Andor's like, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
Right.
Get off me. And then we get that great moment. Who are you? And we see Cyril's face just like drop like, oh yeah, my whole life I've devoted to finding and hunting you, and you don't even know who the fuck I am. What does that make me?
Yeah, I hate to say it because I fucking hate Marvel movies, but it's like, that's a Thanos moment, like in Endgame, where like, you fucking took everything. I don't even know who you are, bitch. That was exactly what that is. And then just to see that drop, and it's like, okay, he's gonna take a second to compose himself, then he'll blast Andor, and then pop right in the fucking head. Like,
so good. God
damn it! It's like, I should not feel bad for him because he is a terrible, terrible person. But there's that just tiny moment where he gets popped in the head, where it's like, oh, poor guy. And it's like, oh wait, no, he's a cunt.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the strength of this show, is that we're going to see Daedra going through some pretty terrible stuff. I did kind of feel bad that she had to go through that stuff in those moments. She's an evil and monstrous character, and we're supposed to believe that she's evil and monstrous, and yet they're still human. And that's the strength of writing. It's just so fucking good that the original Star Wars trilogy is very much a child's view of good v evil and a sort of moralistic, hero's journey tale. And that's what makes it great. But what makes writing amazing is when you can blur the line between evil and relatable and good and despicable, and start to like think, oh wait, both sides actually kind of have a point in a weird twisted way. You're going to land on that wherever you land on those, the lines and the sides. Everyone, an individual, is going to interpret it differently, but having that blur there actually makes it better. Because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
life. Life isn't black
Mhm.
and white, good and bad, ones and zeros, happy and sad. Life is nothing but a series of gray, moralistically blurred choices that we're doing our best with the information given and our own life experience to make in the moment. And we sort of double down on it because that's just what humans do. And we find ourselves in situations that we sometimes wish we weren't in because that's what humans do.
Yep.
And that's why this is so fucking good, is because every single choice that we witness on screen, we may not agree with, but we can understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Jason getting up from the grave and murdering you, or Freddy coming back and slicing you up and shit. No, we get this. Like, we understand why they're doing what they're doing, and that makes it so much more powerful to watch.
Oh, yeah. Well, and even it makes it more evil. Like, Dedra almost looking like she's gonna cry, and she's smiling because we're going home. Like, she truly believes that she did what she needed to do for a better life for her and the love of her life.
Yeah.
And that makes it so much worse, because it's like if you're just snidely whiplash, whatever, you get popped, you're a cunt, you had it coming. But it's like, yes, we can agree that it's bad. You know, you probably shouldn't annihilate an entire planet.
Probably.
We agree that's bad. But
hypothetically,
like, she didn't really see it that way.
Yeah. I love this show so much. And this episode brought it all home of why this is the best show on TV when it was actively on. You know, I mean, it was so goddamn good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it has to be the worst last words you ever hear. Who are you? 100%. Because everyone's like the hero of their own movie in life, you know? You're like, no, I'm the center of my film that is called life, and everyone else is extras. And then to have the extra go, who the fuck are you? You're like, wait, no, but no, what?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
good.
Especially when you know that's the end. Like, he knew that, like, he was not walking out of there. There was no way he was walking out of there.
Okay, so it could have ended there and been a brilliant episode. But that's not where it ended. We then saw them go on and like destroy a K-droid, and then Andor's like, hey, wait a second, I have a sequel to prepare for.
Yes.
Was that too heavy-handed for you? Or were you just like, oh, that's cool?
I'll be real. I really don't know how to feel about it. I still, like, you know, this is I think today was like my third time watching this episode, third or fourth time. And I still don't know if it's like, you know, heavy-handed. Like, you know, we already got K2SO in the movie. Like, you don't need an origin. Like, cool. He's a rebuilt Imperial droid. We got the story in the fucking movie. I mean, it was cool at least. So there was that, like, seeing the droid like rampage down the street, straight up like Rancor Rampage style, and then just get sideswiped with a fucking tank or whatever. So it was cool. I don't think it was necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of was in the next episode.
But then,
I don't know.
Could they have condensed the episodes to take out some of the filler nonsense to make 9 episodes instead of 12 really powerful 9 episodes? Or did they have to keep in these little sort of extra things to add atmosphere and sort of like, haha, this is how he got K2SO, and you know, like stuff like that? Like, do you need that fan service? Like, I'm glad it's there because I want to live in this world longer, and so you give me shit all day and I will fucking sit there and watch it because it's Andor and it's awesome. But when I'm thinking of like telling a tight story about a rebellion turning into the Rebel Alliance, I don't know, you need it.
Yeah, I agree. You know, same thing. Like, give me like 30 hours of this shit, and I'm gonna eat up every second of it and be happy. But it's the cherry on top. It's the whipped cream on top. Like, it's not necessary. There's no nutritional value, but it's delightful.
Yeah. All right. And that's kind of the episode. Like, that's It's just like pure madness and chaos and emotions and just shock and awe. And then it's kind of over. And we're just sitting here looking at a black screen with type rolling by in credits going like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that's the thing, like where it just not even fades to black. It's just black. And then it's like, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? And then it's over. And it's like, okay, I guess I can catch my breath now.
Right. So did you have... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
I was just going to say, did you have a favorite moment in this episode?
Oh, man. I mean, that's a tough one because it's like one where Cyril snaps and chokes out Dedra. That's a great awesome moment.
Yeah.
Because, like, for a multitude of different reasons, none of which are perverted in any way, shape, or form. But also, like, I love just the pure realization on Cyril's face as he's walking through the crowd. Like, that is just, again, it's gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
But also the very end of the episode where the Gorman rebel leader is just sitting there with his blaster by his side, realizing, like, I've literally just lost everything. And it's like, I wanted it to hang on that moment longer to see if he fucking killed himself or not. Because that's where that seemed that was going.
I 100% assume that's what happened.
I like that they didn't show it because did he not? We'll never know. But
there's atmospheric sounds, like people were being actively murdered still. Like you could hear their screams and their pleas, and he's just sitting there. I really think he capped himself.
Oh, had to.
Like, what's the benefit? Like, you're going to die no matter what. You're either taking out on their terms or yours.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your options. Like, I really think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, had to have been. Especially because of, like, the sheer despair of the fact that he was telling everybody, shut your fucking mouth. We cannot do anything right now. They will kill us.
Yeah.
And then he was right, and being right sucks sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so brutal. Yeah, I think for me, my favorite part was very much that chaos of war moment during the genocide, and just being outside of myself and experiencing it, no matter how many times I've seen it. Like every single time, I'm not consciously thinking or analyzing, or I'm just like, whoa. Like just shocked that what I'm watching is actually happening on screen on Disney Channel, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that is the crazy thing. Like to step back and realize that this is the same channel that pumps out the Mickey Mouse Club are used to, because I'm that fucking old. Like, damn,
it's fucking crazy.
Like they were dark in the 80s, but it was still like, it was like Goosebumps dark.
Yeah,
not this.
All right, so did you have a least favorite moment? Was there anything in this episode that just didn't really quite rub you the right way?
No, I mean, we kind of talked about it, the whole K2SO aspect, but it's like, it didn't feel necessary, but it didn't feel like it was too much for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I had to pick something, it would be that, but realistically, like, this was just a banger from, the first moment till the end.
For me, Andor holding the back of Willem's head. I don't like people who hold the back of someone else's head as they're like face to face.
It's very aggressive.
Such a condescending, and it's an aggressive move. It's like I'm an ape and I'm showing my dominance, and I will touch your head. And I'm now in control of your head. You no longer have I don't like it. It bugs the fuck. I don't even know why. But it really bothers me. And he did a lot of hand on the back of the head holding in this episode, and I did not like it at all. I was just like, what is wrong with you?
That's fair.
Who
Personal
does that? If I just walked up to a friend and just grabbed them on the back of the head, that is so weird. No one does that. No one ever. It's just not, it's not done. And yet we see it in shows all the time. Just like,
it's like, if you do that kind of shit, you go in for a quick peck on the forehead. Any longer than just like, wah, like that's aggressive. That's dominance. That's like, I hold your life in my hands.
Yeah, I'm going to put my dick in your ass right now. Like, this is happening, and look me in the eye while I'm doing it. That's the vibe I get, and I don't like it at all. Don't like it.
Fair enough.
All right, so that was my least favorite. So we know what's coming next. We've got the final third of this arc, and then we have the final arc coming up. But if you can sort of divorce yourself from knowing everything after this episode, did you have any idea what was coming next? Like what? How could they possibly top this?
No, because like you had mentioned earlier on in the episode, like this was the culmination of the 2 seasons. Like this was the pinnacle. Like this was the end result of everything. And I don't know. Do I have notes for the next episode? I don't remember. I think I only had. Oh, yeah, I have. These are my notes for the next episode because I didn't take the last 4 episodes. I was like, fuck it, it's far enough out. I'll just, as I'm rewatching them, I'll make my notes then. Right. The only note that I have from here on out is tear the shit out of this place for episode 9. That's it. So the nice thing is because of how long ago these originally came out, I am actually kind of going into these next 4 episodes kind of black. Like I remember vaguely what happens, but not in what order and not specifics. So I'm kind of back to that point where it's like, where the fuck do we go from here?
Yeah. Yeah. My hopes was that we would make a non-aggressive connection to Rogue One. I had no idea about that last arc. Like no idea that we were going to go there. And so for me, it was very much, okay, you got KSO. So let's have him become KSO and let's go kick some Empire ass. Like that's kind of where my head was. Like they got us, let's go get them. Let's get even. Kind of was my vibe. And we never quite got to that point at all, which I understand because that's what fucking episode 4 is all about. But in any case, that's where my head was. Is there anything else you wanted to cover with this episode?
No, we definitely got it. I mean, to talk on Chris's last thing, finding out what Uncle George would think. I really think, especially with the last movie he put out being a war film, like I could see him fucking loving this shit. Mm-hmm. Like I would be surprised if he didn't love this shit because like this is cinema, and this is a fucking television show. Yeah. Like this is like the level of shit that HBO was doing in their heyday of like The Sopranos and shit like that. Yeah. Like this is just a whole other evolution of filming.
And it's playing into all of the themes that he created Star Wars for. Mm-hmm. Like whether it's Nazi Germany or Vietnam or the politics in America, this is feeding on all of that. Yeah. And like very specifically. So I almost feel like he would be jealous that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Definitely.
In either case, he's got to love it. I mean, this is his universe and it's been treated so poorly. And then suddenly this gem comes out and he's just like, oh, okay, someone gets it. Yeah. So I don't know. I dug it. All right. Well, that is it. Thank you all so very much for tuning in, both live and chat or after the fact. We invite you to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell to get notified about our next videos. You can always support this channel through YouTube memberships starting at 99 cents a month. That goes for our medication for being choked out. You have to sort of be brought back with smelling salts. They're not cheap and they're not free. So we need that 99 cents for smelling salts.
Plus the anti-inflammatories you got to take to fucking do the repair on your throat, that little bone that breaks. It's expensive.
Think about us is all I'm saying. We need your money.
Because we're thinking about you while we're getting choked out.
I'm 100%. Chris. Consider picking up some of our custom designed Star Wars apparel if and you like to wear clothes. Not everyone does. I'm not going to point fingers. Some people like to be naked, but you know what? If you like clothes, we have some for you. This is all I'm saying. So until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy looking Nerf Herders, may the Force be with you.
We'll be silent when we're dead.
It's true.
And he was very, very true.
Well, your body lets out gas. You're not
there is that. Yeah, but well, I don't know, because it's not like it's an active thing. Like if you're, I don't know.